Judge Judy. Who is Thurcher? I am, Your Honor. Judge Judy. How old are you? Tiana. Judge Judy. Who is this? This is my father. Judge Judy. Is he here for moral support? No, he's here because she is also suing him because she claims it was on his property. Judge Judy. Because what? Because the accident happened, was from his property, which it was not. Judge Judy. Oh, so she's suing him because the arrow came from your father's property. Correct. That's what she's claiming. Judge Judy. Just a second, don't speak. Sorry. Judge Judy. He said it right the first time. Judge Judy. How many years have you been an archer? I've been for 4 years. Judge Judy. And you live with your father? Yes. Judge Judy. Do you have friends who are also archers? A lot of my friends are archers, yes. Judge Judy. I want you to give me their names, first and last. A lot of your friends are archers. I'm ready to take down their names. The first one is Gerald. Bleep. Judge Judy. And where does he live? He lives at Bleep Drive. Judge Judy. How far away is that from you? It's over 3 miles, 3.5 miles. Judge Judy. Scribbling. Next. Who's the next person? Nate. Nathan Bleep. Judge Judy. Nate. Where does Nate live? He lives over 4 miles from... Judge Judy. 4 miles away. Right. Judge Judy. Who's the next person who's an archer? The next one would Benathan Bleep. Judge Judy. And how many miles away does he live from where you are? He lives several miles, over 8 miles. Judge Judy. Over 8 miles? Yes, Your Honor. Judge Judy. Who else? That is it of my... Judge Judy. That's it? That is it of my friends. Judge Judy. That's it of your friends. Now you've been living in this house with your father for most of your life? Yes, Your Honor. Judge Judy. So you know most of the other people in the neighborhood? Yes. Judge Judy. So, other than these 4 friends that you've listed for me, there's nobody else in the neighborhood that you have arched with? Not that I have arched with, no. Judge Judy. Ah, right. Okay, so this is what the case is about. On what date was your car parked and hit by an arrow? It was Labor Day 2013. Judge Judy. And when you came out and looked at your car, the arrow was sticking out of the top of the car. That's correct. Do you mind if I use the diagram? Judge Judy. Sure, show me where your car was. And show me where his house was. Okay, I was at my parents' house for... Judge Judy. Listen, I don't care. Okay, I'm sorry. Judge Judy. It's just I don't care what you were eating. I don't care if it was a party. All I want to know is where was your car? Okay. Judge Judy. And where is their property? I understand, Your Honor. I was on the driveway here. Judge Judy. That's where you are? Where's their property? Their property's right here. Judge Judy. And where was your car? My car was in the driveway. Judge Judy. And their property is right there? Right here on the hill, and it's a cul-de-sac. Judge Judy. I'm not getting that. And I came out after the party. Judge Judy. Where is your property? My property? Judge Judy. Yeah, step back. Go over there to that diagram. Show me where your house is on that diagram. Our house, his house, is actually not on this picture. It is miles away from this picture. But where the actual shooting was happening was right in this area here. Judge Judy. Okay, now who lives there? It is actual Gerald Bleep, his private property. It's woods in the back on a hill. Judge Judy. Okay. So it's close by to where this was happening? Yes. Your Honor. Judge Judy. Right. Sit and you were practicing your archery that day. Yes. Judge Judy. Yes. And she has a picture of the arrow sticking out of her car. Assume I do. Judge Judy. I'd like to take a look at it. Sticking out of her car. You have to pay for that. Do you understand? No, I should not, Your Honor. Judge Judy, well, I'm gonna explain it to you. By a process of elimination, I've just figured out that the only 4 people who were involved in archery that you know of, and you've been living there a long time. Olive miles and miles away from where you were practicing your archery now. She doesn't have to sniff like a dog to find out where somebody else was playing archery because I've lived on this earth a very long time. I have never had an arrow go into my car. Laughter. I have never had an arrow go into my house. So, on the same day, in approximately the same location where you were practicing your archery, her car was damaged by that arrow, according to you, and you've been practicing your archery for 4 years. All your other friends lived miles, the 2 Nates, who I crossed out, 1 5 miles, 1 8 miles, 1 4 miles. The only one there is you, do you understand? Do we understand each other? Perfect. How much is it gonna cost to fix your car? A little over $850, but I'm also looking for punitive damages. Judge Judy. Yeah, I know. Everybody looks for punitive damages and pain and suffering. You know who's painful today? I'm painful, I have a cold, and I had to work. Laughter. $850. Thank you very much. That's all. Bird. Parties are excused. You may step out.